Man, what's going on, man? New episode of Playa Politics, man. We back.
Back, man. Man, shout out, hey, YouTube, TikTok, man. Appreciate y'all, man. We coming, y'all.
Yes, sir.
That's all I gotta say. We coming. One way or another, we coming, man. YouTube, TikTok, follow us, like, share, subscribe. Getting social media coming soon once we really figure this out. But YouTube, TikTok, man, follow your boys, man. We getting to it. We getting to it. What we got today?
So, man, today, man, we're gonna talk about the new interview that Young Bird had, where he was talking about as far as Drake with Kendrick knocking Drake off the throne, quote unquote, or whatever they want to call it. Drake was being like the driving force in music, and Drake set the sound and all that stupid crazy shit, man. I'm just gonna get to this clip, but it just like, check out the clip, man. Just check it out.
Drake has been at the forefront of music so long that he set the pace of what the standard of what shit is supposed to sound like. So it gave every co-producer that I work with and every beat programmer, everybody that I work with, a standard to say, this is what it is, and this is the mark you gotta hit. You could be a little under it, you could be a little over it, whatever, but this is where the standard is. I think when Kendrick took the reins of that, everybody can't rap on a mustard beat. That mustard beat, not like us, is not going to be the universal sound of where this shit is going. Every time Drake dropped, he showed us where the game was going. His co-producer, his Boy Wonder, Vinyls, all these, they set the tone to what the standard of shit was. And it wasn't just marginalized as a sound. Nobody says Drake sounds like Toronto. It sounds like the world. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like what hip hop is, what R&B is. So now, who's at the forefront of that? You tell me. I want to ask you a question.
Man, like that shit just sounds disgusting, man. Like it just to me, Sean, I'm tell you how I feel about the shit. So nonchalant how he said the shit. Like Drake said the standard of every. So you basically, they just like, I take the same analogy as you in school and a nigga picking on a nigga for no reason, and y'all just like, you like, man, that shit, why y'all keep messing with him? Like, it's over. Like, why y'all keep fucking with him? Well, it's just how it is in here, man. We just pick on niggas. We just pick on less fortunate niggas just for no niggas just like. But you don't never sit around and think like, why is y'all doing that?
Right.
Lame ass shit. Shit range. So I'm like, okay, it's over. Like, why y'all still fucking with the man? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, they're the same thing. Home just like, hey man, you gotta go with the flow, man. Like,
say that again, because that's what it sounds like.
That's how a lot of these niggas is. And a lot of these niggas just, you gotta go with the flow, and then just like, no, you don't gotta go with the flow. So what the fuck you talking about?
To me, in that few seconds, he explained what's wrong with hip hop. He explained what's wrong with today's hip hop.
Exactly.
Saying that one guy, not, it'd have been different if it was a label. It'd have been different, like if you said it, you know, like when Young Money was doing their thing, and you said, Young Money set the standard, and they got all these different artists, and he said that, then I might be, okay, I can see that, like I can get that, because you got different artists, all of them doing their thing, yada yada yada. But to say one person for all of hip hop, that's
one person,
insane.
Like
insane.
And to say it like this, I'll just
like he set the standard. To say he set the standard that people look at and be like, okay, this is what we need to be doing. That is I couldn't believe he said it. When has there ever been one rapper you say that about? Ever?
But they tell you how watered down the shit sound. Like
exactly.
That's the reason why niggas like. Cause see, I see why a lot of backlash that Kendrick get from. Oh man, nobody want to hear that boy and shit. Nobody want them hear no metaphors and shit in the club and all that shit like that. It's just like, shouty. Home just he just doing his own thing.
Right.
Like Kendrick Kendrick doing his own thing, and it's just like
want to do right.
And he ain't apologizing for the shit.
Right. No, absolutely. And think about it like this too. And let me put this out there, just to put it out there. This is not even Drake's fault. No. I'm not even putting this on Drake. This is not even. This is not something he might feel this way too. I don't know, but I don't think this is something he said or I'm this and people should follow. And I could be wrong. Maybe he did, but I don't think he has, because I can't see a rapper saying that with the mind. You know, you can have a mindset. I'm the hottest guy out there. That's fine, but to want everybody to, you know what I'm saying, to follow you.
Yeah.
I couldn't listen. Like, okay, let's say you got a sound. I couldn't listen to hip hop if everybody sounded like me. I couldn't listen to it. I wouldn't want to listen to it.
Like why would you listen to it?
Why would you listen? Like, if every song you hear is similar to the song you made 4-5 years ago, I'm not listening to that. I'm not.
Like matter of fact, I'm trying to remember that the second album, I think it's Take Care. When he had a line, I remember when he said this shit. He said a lot of these niggas done came up all the style I made up. But he said if a lot of these came up the style that I made up. But if I'm listening to them, like, how can I be? He basically just saying, like, how can I be scared of y'all niggas when y'all sound like me?
Right.
Like, how can I get inspiration from y'all niggas when all y'all niggas sound like me?
And don't get it twisted. When he first came out, people did run with that singing, rapping.
Yeah, he was
combination R&B, hip hop. What he was doing at the time, people was running with that. Yeah, because it was hot. Like, it was just the hot thing to do. Mind you want to keep it a buck. Kanye low key introduced that, along with Kid Cudi.
Yes.
Cudi, Kanye, and people ain't never gonna want to say it. Nelly low key was.
Nelly would, but you call that shit right out. Nelly was before them niggas. Cause you remember nigga was shitting on Nelly for that shit.
Of course, like the hip hop community wasn't that accommodated to Kid Cudi at first.
Yeah, but
Cudi
remember Nelly
emo kids first. You know what I'm saying?
You remember Nelly was commercial rap. Niggas like, man, that shit commercial.
Absolutely.
That nigga that singing rapping shit, that shit corny.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it.
A lot of people couldn't stand this shit.
Yeah, but it took Drake to come out, but Drake almost had the persona to do it at that time. Like, the way he came out, it was like, oh, okay, this guy's not this, he's not that, yada, yada, yada. He's doing it, fine, no problem. And it was cool. But also what Young Bird said, Hitmaka, I heard he hate that, but whatever. So. But what Hitmaka said,
his name Young Bird, man.
Yeah, I know, right? Forever. Hitmaka, what he said, it made so much sense for what I see in the comments of all the Drake fans after the battle. It makes total sense, because all of them have said the same thing. Oh, well, Drake been feeding us for 15 years. So is Kendrick gonna take the reins? And it's like, you mean to tell me y'all been listening to one person 15 years?
They can't be.
That makes no 15 years listening to one person.
Shawty, you know how pathetic and sad that shit sounds.
He set the standard. You mean to tell? Oh, so he set the standard when he did the collab album with Future, and that was nothing but Future throwaway track.
And him trying to accommodate the Future. Basically, that's all he did. Like y'all need to be killing me with that shit. So that's why I be saying, like,
yeah, he do One Dance and what's the other song that sound like One Dance and the joint with what was the
WizKid?
WizKid Controller.
Yeah,
that's dance hall. Like, that's just like, man. What was it, dance hall or Afro, whatever it was. Music genres that's already been around. So, like, how did he? You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, you giving him too much credit. I'm like, hold on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't. Cause that's horrible.
I don't want this shit to turn into a Drake killing session. Yeah, because
it has nothing to do with him. Yeah,
because it's about it. It really don't. Just like you said, it really don't have nothing to do with Drake. It got everything to do with these lazy ass niggas, man. Mm-hmm. Like, y'all niggas just don't want to try to expand. It's like try to expand your musical, like, your musical repertoire as far as like being an artist, like
no,
nigga,
no
like and then like Young Bird, nigga, you just trying to latch on to whatever you can. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't believe like Young Bird, they call him a resurgence because he started doing the Puffy shit, taking old songs and redoing. He
literally did. Oh,
like nigga,
my
nigga, you not like
I was gonna say the same thing.
Why are we even listening to a nigga like that, Sean?
We talking about somebody that took songs from when he originally came out as a rapper.
Yes.
He took all them songs, redid them, and gave them out and said, hey, this is what we just gonna do. And wonder why, and think about it like this, you don't remember half of them damn songs.
No, like that shit, man. That little shit was weak, man.
You talking about microwave cookie cutter hip hop that he done put out, and just be, they get the numbers, of course, but there's no creativity. That's why people are so mad at hip hop for years. There's no creativity, and now we know why, because one of the big name producers, quote unquote, big name producer we have, this is how he feels.
Like
that I'm sorry, that is a problem, bro. Like
for a nigga who making money in the industry, Sean, to just say that shit like that.
Absolutely.
That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous.
Like, I was really sitting there, and he was like, oh well, who's number one? Who's gonna set the standard? Hip hop set the standard.
That's another thing. That's another thing we got to talk about, Sean. Because Kendrick and Drake had this battle, and Kendrick won the battle. Yeah. That don't make Kendrick the end all be all. Like everybody got to sound like Kendrick. Like I hate that shit. So I was like, my nigga.
You know what they just turned hip hop into? Mainstream comedy. I'm gonna tell you why I make the reference.
Yeah.
If you listen to comedians talk, I'm talking about from Eddie to Kevin to Dave Chappelle, they always say when it comes to comedy, especially when it comes to movies, and the black comedians they put in big name Hollywood movies.
Yeah.
Always say they pick one. They don't you don't get Kevin Hart, then you get Ari Spears and Lil Rel, and they'll get them TV shows. But as far as the movies and doing everything at one time, they always go with one. And you know, Eddie had his time, Chris Tucker had his moment, Kevin Hart had his moment. Bernie Mac was on the way there until he passed. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. And that's something that Cat Williams speaks out against. That's why Cat said all the stuff he said on Shannon Sharp. That was one of the points he was trying to prove, that Hollywood has this thing of they only go with one. So now with this whole thing that Young Bird said about everybody following Drake, you just made hip hop where it's about one person. One.
Yeah.
Hip hop is too big. I'm sorry, it's too big for one. Like, can you say there's a top guy? Okay, sure. But the fact that Drake had the top spot for so long, that so many people just got into this. Okay, he's not just the guy, he's the only guy. That ruins hip hop. I'm sorry, that just ruins it.
But to me, they're just like you hear a lot of old heads and a lot of older people saying, like back in the day, if you tried to sound like this niggas would beat your ass for doing that shit. Like you had to have your own style, you had to have your own flavor and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's just like I think that's the benefit and the gift and the curse of the internet, Sean.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of niggas got on Kendrick for his music sound too regional. Like he sound too West Coast, man. Like everybody can't listen to that shit. Everybody can't listen to that shit.
Mind you, it's just like album though. It's just a recent album.
But I'm saying, I'm just saying, this one I don't understand.
Right.
Like back in the day when the West Coast was doing their thing with Snoop, Drake, all them niggas, damn Pop, everybody like that. Yeah. Nobody was saying that shit when regional did.
Nobody.
Like
it was just what it is.
And us in the South, when that shit came on, we jammed to the shit. We didn't give a fuck because these niggas were from the West Coast. That shit was jamming.
But you notice the same thing happened to the South.
Yes, the same shit.
And to make the East Coast bias, fans or whoever, make it feel better, it's happened to New York too.
But listen, this is what I'm saying about the South shit. Don't try to to blame us for the shit that, oh man, because in the South now anybody can do it. Nigga, anybody can do it when everybody had the shit.
Anybody, because
shout it, your shit jamming. It don't matter where you from. It don't matter how you sound. It don't matter how you look. It don't. If your shit jamming, niggas gonna jam to this shit. Fuck what you talking about.
Like didn't nobody have a, and it's just interesting. Cause I'm saying like I approve it with the New York thing, and I approve with New York. New York just had this like, you can call it layoff, whatever, dry up a spell, whatever. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was a minute where every summer New York had a hot record. You remember, like they had Bobby Shmurda and Young and May had the hot joint. Like,
yeah,
what that one dude? Pop Smoke was hot. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Mm-hmm. That one dude, CJ, had the Whoop. Whoop. You remember that joint? And that song was hot for something like Gabe had it. And then they went on this little, layover, whatever you want to call it. But when Griselda came out, Griselda came with that old kind of boom bap New York style that I liked it because it sounded like stuff that when I first started listening to hip hop, that's what I listened to. I'm like, I like this. Whoever these dudes are, where they from, I could care less. I like this. Then I found out they from Buffalo, which makes it a little different, but it's still that sound. I'm like, oh, okay, this is dope. Like, what is this? Okay, yeah, they doing. It sound like the Wu-Tang meets the Locks. Like, I like this. Like, okay, but look how the industry looked at it. A lot of people in the industry were like, especially young folks, man, that sound like that stuff my dad. Yeah. We talking about New York kids.
Yeah.
Talking about that stuff my dad used to listen to. It's all right, like, and they have their fans, but it's still. So I'm like, Griselda experiencing the same thing that y'all getting on Kendrick for, and getting on it's too regional. What are they supposed to do? Like they can't make the music they want to make. Like that's what this is doing. You're pretty much telling artists, don't make the music you want to make from where you from because it's too regional or it won't hit everybody the same way this guy did, where he just made stuff that was just it was for the world. It was universal. So, you got to make music like that because that's what hip hop is. Like, no. That
shit is just like I say it like this, y'all.
That's crazy to me, y'all.
Like that's what I was telling my old lady the other day. I was telling her about, and I've been doing this shit for a couple of months now, and I love it. Not reading comments, man. Like everybody done got in their head. Well, especially niggas who make music. Right. Automatic shot. What they gonna think if I make this shit? Right. What they gonna think if I make this shit? Right. It's just like my nigga back in the day when we came up. These niggas didn't have no credit telling them what that shit sounds too much this, too much that. Niggas just making music.
Yeah, and the only critic was the head of the label.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but the only critic that really matters, shouted, is the fans. Is the people.
That was it. Yeah, I agree.
And then you gotta understand, shouted, in hip hop and music, period, shouted. I don't care what kind of music it is. The people set the standard for this shit.
Period, point blank.
If your shit jamming, I don't give a fuck where you from. I don't care what you saying, shouted.
Period, point blank.
They been getting on the South. They been getting on there for 20-something years. Y'all ain't saying that, man. Like when Lil Jon came up, y'all, man, this nigga ain't doing that but chanting and jumping around and shit like that.
Yeah, and everybody jumping and chanting with.
But we jumping and chanting with that shit, nigga. While y'all niggas sitting there critiquing it and sitting on your round table and talking about, well, these ain't got no lyrics and shit like that. His concert going stupid.
Hold on. And then what did Lil Jon do to combat that? You remember them songs he would have at the end? Where he put Nas on it, he put Jadakiss on it, he put Ice Cube on the record. He was like, oh, okay, y'all don't like that I'm chanting. I can't rap like that. Let me go get the rappers then. And they go rap on the same beats y'all mad I'm making.
Yeah.
To the point where I was so shocked when this happened. Nas' brother was a part of a group called Braveheart. Remember Braveheart? It was Nas, he was his brother. I think it was his brother.
What song they got? What song they had?
They had a song produced by Lil Jon.
I remember when Nas was on Lil Jon. I remember that.
Nas was on the Lil Jon record. Bravehearts came out with their own album, and one of their first singles was a Lil Jon produced record.
Yeah.
And these niggas out of New York.
Yeah.
imagine somebody just being like, nah, we ain't gonna do that because that's the South. Yeah. It's like it was hot. It was hot at the time, but my whole point with that is that's to me. I will credit Drake for rapping over, not just picking codes. Like when I hear the motto, the Yellow record that Him Tiger did, that's a West Coast record. If you ever heard? Yeah, that's a West Coast record, and it was dope when it came out. He hopped on remixes, Block Boy JB, Migos. It was dope to see somebody, because he pretty much did what Jadakiss was doing years ago. But Cam was doing years ago, you know what I'm saying?
But I can't put him in the same category with Jadakiss and Cam. And I hate to bring it up, but it's the truth. I can't put him in the same category with these niggas because he's known to have ghostwriters. So it's just like when you got that ghostwriter stigma on you, shouter.
Yeah.
That's just like with Kanye. When I found out Kanye didn't make all his beats, I don't know what you made, my nigga. I can't put you in the top producer list because I don't know what you made, so.
Yeah. Well, the Kanye thing. So real quick, I heard I got a little info on that. A lot of his music was him by himself, if I'm not mistaken, up until, was it Life of Pablo? It was either My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy or Life of Pablo. Around that time is when he had the other people come in, yada yada. And
then My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That when he started flying all the producers out there in Hawaii.
Yeah.
He had like 10 niggas on one beat. I'm like,
like people were doing, and you still technically get the producer credit if you curate everybody's ideas. That's thing, but it is different compared to somebody like Timbaland and Dr. Dre. And Dr. Dre, I've heard things about Dr. Dre.
And that's what I'm saying. And I know other producers that did something like that. They had like this nigga help out with this and this nigga. Yeah. I ain't got no problem with that. Problem with that. But if when you got 10 niggas,
right. Like
on each section of the beat,
this part, because that is actually true. Because I remember Kanye told it years later. Song Stronger. He had that Daft Punk sample. Timbaland did the drums on that song.
Yeah.
Oh, I never would guess that.
I remember all that shit. Because I remember when Scott Storch and Timbaland used to go at it by each other. Cause he was like, nigga, I made some of your best beats. He was like, nigga, you just with the piano on that shit, nigga. I made the beat. Don't get that shit twisted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The same thing with Dr. Dre. Yeah.
They're the same shit. He just like, nigga, you just were going around the studio playing the piano. You ain't no fucking producer, nigga. So it's just like,
mistaken on Still Dre, that piano part is Scott Storch.
That's Scott Storch. That's what I'm saying. But you can't say Scott Storch made the beat. You just say he made that melody there, and Dre did the whole. That's what I'm saying. I can understand that, but it's just like with Kanye, for you to scream like I'm this genius and I'm this genius and I'm this genius, that shit similar to niggas who took all the Tesla shit, Tesla shit, and put their patent on the shit and say I made the shit.
Yeah, Nikola Tesla. Yeah.
I don't know about that, Sean.
Y'all want to read the story? Good Lord.
That's what I'm saying.
That Nikola Tesla, boy.
That shit fucked up, man.
That shit
fucked up, man.
If real quick, if his technology was, if they used his stuff back then, the world was totally different now.
Man, it would have been a lot of niggas wouldn't be billionaires and all the influential people that y'all think they is if he would have just came out. Cause a lot of that shit, home was just like, so I'm just getting this shit out for free.
Yeah,
man.
He had free energy.
Free energy.
That's all
free
he energy. Free energy.
You know?
And I heard them bankers and all them back then were like, nah, bro.
Hell no.
We ain't doing that.
You tripping.
We ain't doing that.
You tripping, man.
I was home like when I read that. I would never get when I read that. I said, and they did I know we off topic a little bit, but somebody did a picture. They drew a picture of what a modern city would look like under Tesla's free energy.
That's crazy.
It was when you see it, and then you see the world we live in, you be like, "Yo, take me there, son." Like, I want to go live over there. I want to live in this shit.
But
free energy.
But they go right back to the Drake shit.
Yeah,
like if you think about it, just think about this, y'all. Just think about if The Weeknd would have never said that.
Right.
And just gave all his hits to Drake.
Right.
This nigga would be so big, like shout it.
Right.
If
go ahead.
If Weeknd would have did that, shout it, and you say that with a lot, like look at, like I hate Quinn Miller. Quinn Miller, shout out to Quinn Miller. He got a new song. He got a new song came out like a month ago, I think.
Okay.
Shit jamming to me, but look how his career took a turn. Look how his career really didn't pan out like it supposed to.
Ever since that reference track came out, bruh,
he tried everything. He tried everything not to say, "Hey man, like I ain't do that for Drake."
He really did.
And they still killed this man for this shit.
Yeah, that killed his career. It
that
really
killed his career, shawty.
Putting that out there killed his career. Industry wise, the one thing I've always hated about the big labels, this includes UMG. Yeah, this is all the big labels that, you know, the one that Drake going at, which, to be honest with you, I don't mind any artist, regardless of their reasoning, I don't really have a problem with any artist going at labels, because if y'all really know how labels get over, it's disgusting. Mm-hmm. Like, it's disgusting. Like, as much as they take off people, off these artists and all that stuff, it's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a hand in this as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're the ones that they're the ones that really put the battery in the back of, and put the money out there, and they're just especially nowadays, they're just pushing whatever is hot. Like I just recently heard,
because it's about money.
It's about money.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was talking about TikTok songs. Oh, it's gonna bother me. It was a artist who was talking about TikTok records. Metro Boomin. I think it was Metro Boomin.
Yeah.
I want to say it was Metro. And he said it got to the point where all they were talking about was making TikTok songs. And he was like, like TikTok, a song get hot off of TikTok just because the song is hot from whenever it was made. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no telling what song, because all TikTok is when it comes to a song is somebody, whether it take a snippet of a old song, whatever, they make a dance to it and it just get popular. That don't mean you go make that record again. Like the TikTok song be old.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like the most viral song right now, one of the most viral songs right now is Tupac, How You Want It.
Yeah, that and my lady just did one to Boogie On Down by Let's Groove Tonight, Earth, Wind & Fire. It's a trending song.
Yeah, like I hear that a little way you took the ass out the Tupac.
Yeah.
All the girls dancing all that shit.
All the girls
like, so you don't know what gonna go viral, so like.
So you want somebody to go in the studio and make How Do You Want It? You want somebody to go in the studio, you want The Weeknd to go back in the studio and make an Earth, Wind & Fire song?
Good luck, man. Good luck, man.
That's why I said,
but
what Hitmaka said makes music just sound horrible across the board. To put it off on one person like that, so that's damn near not fair to Drake.
but see, he's saying that shit from the industry standard. Like that's why I think niggas going independent is so much better right now, Shawty, because you got to see what these niggas own in the industry, boy. This some bullshit. Like if
it really is, Shawty.
If you sticking in the industry right now as an artist, I feel sorry for it because you're gonna be making some bullshit.
I'll give you. Let me ask you a question. Do you think a label is supporting 100% this Larry June, 2 Chainz and Alchemist project?
Hell no. And I
you see what I'm saying though, right?
I fucking love this fucking app, man. Man, listen, I love this fucking album, man. I done listened to this shit non-stop since it came out. Front to back, no skips, nigga, like, because it's so that is exactly what we talking about.
Right.
It's an artist. It's a 2 artists.
Art, yeah.
that's making their own type of music. It don't like no, they ain't apologizing. We ain't trying to get on the radio. We ain't trying to appeal to this fan base, fan base. We appeal to our own fucking fan base.
Yep.
That's old. That's hip hop. That's what we grew up on, shawty.
Point blank. And you know, and this is my Atlanta coming out.
Yeah.
The criticism Killer Mike got for winning album of the year, that really let me know where we was at.
But shawty, that's what I'm saying.
Because I was like, Killer Mike made a dope album, bro. He made a dope, regardless of where you're from. Killer Mike made a dope album. But the number of times I've seen people say, like one guy literally said, "Oh, the album of the year Grammy, the rap album of the year Grammy lost its luster when Killer Mike won it." I said, "Oh, we just gonna excuse Macklemore."
Yeah. Exactly.
We're gonna excuse the times. There was a couple times Jay-Z won it, and I don't think he should have won album of the year.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot of time niggas should have.
There have been a couple times rappers have won it, and I'm like, they shouldn't have won it. Not saying the album was bad. It's just because to me, in certain ways, that's why I was so happy Doechii won it.
Yeah,
because I'm like, okay, she put out something different,
and they killed her about this shit.
Like,
listen, man,
they killed her about it.
But this is what I'm saying about the internet is a gift and a curse, y'all. When these rappers used to make shit, when Outkast made a Criminal and all these albums and shit like that, they didn't have niggas in their ear. When they weren't going on the internet saying, "Oh, okay, this is what we doing. This is the music out right now." These niggas got in that motherfucker and made some, and they atmosphere. They was influenced by their own atmosphere.
Right. I agree.
Andre probably was listening to a damn Earth, Wind, and Fire, and damn what's your name probably listening to something else.
Curtis Mayfield.
Yeah, or a gospel. I'm just saying anything like a gospel album or something like that. Niggas just
some of the elements they put in them songs.
That's what I'm saying.
But
so it's just like niggas don't do that shit no more. Like it, and then you kind of gotta give Drake some of the blame for that shit because. And I got to get a Drake in connection with the label doing that shit. Well, they making these. Cause you remember Modell said that shit about this Walmart type of music.
Yeah, he did.
And they killed him for that shit too.
And he
was telling the truth.
For that. Oh my god.
And nigga, I'm gonna tell you right now. And we said this shit on the pod, y'all.
Yeah.
This nigga do not want now Dale Most Def, shout.
No,
he can't do nothing with. I'm telling you right now. You think Kendrick did him wrong, man?
Listen. And I know a lot of y'all fans don't forget. Common has a verse about Drake that I promise you, like,
I don't know how people thought he won this shit.
Like people still. He only won it, and let me get into. He only won it because people were looking at Common messed up.
Exactly.
Because there was no clear cut shot at him.
Yeah.
So they felt like Common jumped the gun, dissing Drake, especially with the whole Serena Williams thing. And let me get on that real quick, because I had to sit there and think about this for the Super Bowl. What, 72 hours?
Yeah.
Everybody got on Serena. To a point, I understood that, because at first it was dope. First it was like, oh, okay, dang, they got Serena out there. She walking on the X. Okay, cool. And you sit there and think about it. Okay, damn, Serena, why you out there? Why you even out there? Like, you still think about this thing? Then I sat there and really thought about it. Somebody typed up a list of everybody Drake has ever sent shots at.
Yeah.
Everybody. I'm talking everybody. That he's some kind of subliminal or something. And I sat there and thought about it. I was like, when has Serena ever said anything about Drake?
And then on outlet to say nothing about him.
Like, as far as I know, she's never done an interview about it. Didn't say nothing about the magazine, other than I think she mentioned once before that, hey, we dated, you know, but that was it. But it wasn't, she didn't diss the man or nothing like that, as far as I know.
Yeah.
If y'all find something, let me know. I was just like, But this man get on the album and not only diss her, but and her husband.
But that's the part I didn't understand about that part. Like, why did he go at the husband for?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Like,
I was trying to. I'm like, I need
a white nigga. Like,
nobody is brought up because everybody was dogging Serena out. Everybody was like,
yeah.
It got to a point where it was like, God dang, so like, Steve and they were talking about her, and YouTube was going in on, oh, she worried about it. I'm sitting there like, he dissed her though.
I didn't understand that, son. I didn't understand why he went at the husband for. Like, I don't.
They haven't dated in God knows how long.
That's what I'm saying. Like, cause he did that shit on the last album, didn't he? On the last album he had by himself.
Or the one before last, one or two. Bro.
I don't understand that, son.
I said
he went at Rihanna on that shit too.
And yeah, that's why ASAP went in.
Yeah, I don't understand. See shit like that, Shawty. I'm like,
exactly. That's why I sat there. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take back what I said about Serena. She damn well she be crip walking out there.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, I understood, and you gotta understand she was in the song. He said her name in the song.
Yeah, because remember, Kendrick says you better not speak on Serena. Yeah, Drake spoke on Serena.
And then the husband came out and said, my nigga, he was like, my nigga home called me. He didn't call Serena.
Right.
He called me and asked, "Hey man, can she be in the Super Bowl shit?" He was like, "That shit, that's the most man shit I ever heard in my life." I'm like, "That was shit right there."
Regardless of how y'all feel about interracial and this, that, and the third, that man white. You better ask him.
But it's just like, y'all, okay, I understand the interracial shit. Y'all saying, well, you know what I'm saying, she with a white man, nah, this shit right here.
Whatever.
But it's just like, at the end of the day, this man ain't saying nothing about home. He ain't saying nothing about Drake. I don't understand why. As far as I know, why y'all niggas just so on Drake's side about this shit.
As far as I know, he been one of the most respectful people. I ain't heard nothing from them. Everybody dogged him out every time they put out a picture. I ain't gonna lie, that picture was funny.
But you seen they put out that second picture. That thing still back there, boy. That thing slugged up, boy. That motherfucker slugged up. I said, God.
Third thing don't go nowhere, boy.
I said, damn, I forgot about it, boy.
Yeah.
I forgot she had that slug back there.
Yeah, them things don't go away, man.
I said, damn.
Certain things don't go away. But but I really had to sit there and think about it. And I'm like, because everybody was dogging Serena out. And I'm sitting there like, he dissed her, though.
Yeah.
I know he did.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the husband said or what she said to deserve it. So, damn right, she be out there crip walking.
But that's the same thing with Rihanna. Like, Rihanna ain't said anything about home like to any recent year for him to do that. Like, I don't understand that shit. And then just like niggas was just
in subtle
and that's
ways.
What I be saying about.
Yeah.
That's what I be saying about these niggas, these go with the flow ass niggas.
Right.
Instead of calling that shit out like shouted. Why? Like, these folks married, kids and everything. These folks ain't studying you.
What we doing? What
like,
doing?
What? And then you call the nigga. You call the nigga out. You a hater.
Yeah.
It's just like, no, I'm just calling what it is. That shit lame. So I'm like,
yeah, boy.
I just don't understand. Like, it to me, Shot. I think the internet gift and a curse, Shot.
It
because
is.
Now we so connected, and now every nigga. That's why I told you, Shot, about. Whatever you put out, it don't matter what it is. They gonna shit on it, Charlie.
Yeah,
they are going to shit on the shit until the people, until the masses say it's fine.
Now, because I was sitting there thinking, remember we were talking, and I was like, and we can get into this too.
Yeah, definitely.
To go along with this, excluding Drake, Taylor Swift, Chris Brown. Name me an artist that do the Super Bowl halftime show.
And somebody shout out to him. I don't know his name. He was on one of our people that listen to the pod. He said Travis Scott. I forgot about Travis Scott. I forgot Travis Scott. Shout out to him. About it too. Yeah.
I will give you Travis Scott.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you that.
That was a good one. That was a good one right there.
If you had a problem with Kendrick, you're gonna have a problem with Travis Scott too.
Yeah.
Only reason why I say that, I'm talking about from the world view.
Exactly.
Like a lot of people, like the young kids know who Travis Scott. You're gonna be fine with the young people.
You're gonna get the young demographic off the rip.
But over 28,
they're gonna be sitting there looking like
that over 28 crowd. Like, what is this?
What is this?
Yeah, who is that?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I agree though. I matter of fact, I would love to see Travis Scott.
Yeah, Travis got to kill it. Travis got to kill it
because he has that energy for it. You know?
And he got the songs for that, for like a big stage like that.
Mm-hmm.
He got them big songs like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a good one right there.
Yeah, but that's my whole point. Like, as far as people having a problem with Kendrick, I'm like, who else?
Yeah. Who else?
They not gonna let Chris do it.
Mm-mm.
Taylor Swift, as from what I've heard, Taylor Swift and Drake have turned it down.
But look, check this out. Okay, if you get Taylor Swift in there, how would a hip hop demographic do as far as like the viewership?
It don't matter. They don't care.
Yeah, I know they don't give. I don't.
What I'm saying? Like they don't care.
But
like,
they gonna lose that a little bit. You feel what I'm saying?
But because now
her fans gonna pick it up. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because now they looking at like, you know, the numbers came out. You know, Kendrick most watched halftime show.
Yeah, we're like,
that's another thing. Let me put this out there real quick too. A lot of people tried to downplay the show.
Oh yeah,
because of what was going on in the stadium.
Yeah,
everybody in the stadium. Nobody was rocking to it in the stadium.
But speaking on that, I'm gonna let you finish. Check this out. Yeah. Speaking on that, I want them same people that came out there. Mm-hmm. And shitted on everything and said down niggas wasn't listening to it and niggas wasn't fucking with it. Mm-hmm. When them numbers came back, I want y'all to get right back on y'all shit.
Yeah.
And talk about it.
Yeah, cause
all y'all niggas.
How many people fit in the stadium? I think New Orleans fit about 70,000, 80,000. Is that something like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You mean to tell me them the only people watching the halftime show?
Yeah. How?
I'm sorry, the stadium wasn't lit, but everything around the stadium, is from Atlanta to the West Coast to New York to Portland, Oregon to Hawaii. Yeah. Everybody sung A minor at the same time. So
I could have swore. That's what I say. I could have swore unless they pump music in the arena, all that shit.
They said they did, but I mean, like,
so they just pumped it at that time, the A minor part.
But here's my point. Even if they did, all the videos on YouTube, people showing they Super Bowl parties, all the comments, the millions and millions of comments on Twitter, from Snapchat. Well, Snapchat, you can't comment on Snapchat, but TikTok, and because TikTok was going stupid. I went straight to TikTok, and TikTok was going crazy. Like TikTok was going, everybody was posting that part, and I'm sitting here like, you mean to tell me I'm supposed to look at that halftime show crazy because the white people in the stadium weren't dancing? Like, get the hell out of here, I'm sorry.
But this what I'm saying about this shit, Shawty. Because a nigga that was on the bottom tier part of the stadium, he showed a video in the crowd rocking.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's just like you can't really go off what niggas saying because for some reason it just like, okay, you can't fudge these numbers, Shawty.
Nah.
The numbers is the numbers, my nigga.
Nah, because it's easy to take the numbers when somebody watching one thing.
That's what I'm saying.
It's easy. It's easy to do that, yeah.
When somebody watching one thing, not everybody in one space.
Yeah.
You know who looking at this shit now.
And now they, if I'm not mistaken, you can Google this. I heard Drake is doing halftime, if I'm not mistaken, of the World Cup. I think the opening game of the World Cup, something like that. And it's I think it's here. Yeah, this is the one that's coming here. I think. Yeah, there's one coming here. I don't think it's, the first game. I forgot what stadium they doing the first game. But anyway,
when they gonna be?
Huh?
When they gonna be?
Summer 2026. That's what I saw. I got to Google more information on that. But they were saying Drake would do the halftime of like the first. If it's not the final, it's probably the first game. It might be the final of the World Cup. And so a couple people were like, yeah, y'all, this is the funny part. This is gonna make you laugh. All of a sudden now the World Cup is bigger than the Super Bowl. I done told people for 20 some years, as big as the Super Bowl is, it will never compare to the World Cup because literally the world is watching. You know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden, oh yeah, but the World Cup, they got more views than the Super Bowl. Oh yeah, now they do.
But it's funny though, because they got people in the UK talking about the Super Bowl. They got people.
Everywhere.
I done seen videos from everywhere around the world talking about the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Now the World Cup is bigger than the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, that's what I'm saying, shout. I'm telling y'all folk, man. Y'all want y'all life better. Y'all want to have a peaceful life. Don't read comments, man. Don't read comments, man. Just let these people have their own opinion and shit.
Art. Yeah, if you make art, you make content, you make music, you make movies and all that, really pay attention to the people that support you.
Yeah.
And whether it's 10 people or 10 million people.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the people that like what you're doing, because
just try to get your point across. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, let's keep it a buck. Drake got haters, Kendrick got haters, Beyonce got haters. There's still people that don't like Beyonce. Like
everybody.
I'm the biggest fan. I'm not up here caping for Beyonce, but think about it. People go spend rent money to go see Beyonce. Then there's people sitting back like, man, I wouldn't spend a dime to go see that shit.
But that's
but it is what it is.
That's your opinion. You entitled to your opinion.
It is what it is. But that's my point. There's so many people that get butt hurt by somebody saying, I don't want to spend no money to go see that.
Yeah.
There are people that get butt hurt by that.
But it's people. But this is what I'm saying about that. That's what we were talking about where we were trying to go back to the Young Bird. We bring this shit back to the Young Bird shit. It's just like, you got these niggas like that. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. Please don't go live your life like this nigga, man.
No.
Don't live your life like Young Bird. Don't live your life just going along just to get along, because you a sheep, man. You just a nigga in the.
That's what he sounded like.
In the tide. He sounded just like a nigga in the tide.
He sounded like a zombie damn near, bro.
And the way he said it with no kind of.
There was no doubt in it. And we go back and watch the clip. Watch how the girl was looking at it. Because even the lady was kind of like.
Because I want to play. I want to play the wrist. Because like that shit was like 8 minutes. Yeah. But I want to play the rest of it because of what Ray Daniel was saying. Shout out to Ray Daniel.
Shout out Ray Daniel.
Ray Daniel was just basically, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play the rest part, the other part of it. Let me see.
Drake has been at the forefront of music so long that he set the pace of what the standard of what shit is supposed to sound like. So it gave every co-producer that I work with and every beat programmer, everybody that I work with, a standard to say, this is what it is, and this is the mark you gotta hit. You could be a little under it, you could be a little over it, whatever, but this is where the standard is. I think when Kendrick took the reins of that, everybody can't rap on a mustard beat. That mustard beat, not like us, is not going to be the universal sound of where this shit is going. Every time Drake dropped, he showed us where the game was going. His co-producer, his Boy Wonder, Vinyls, all these, they set the tone to what the standard of shit was. And it wasn't just marginalized as a sound. Nobody says Drake sounds like Toronto. It sounds like the world. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like what hip hop is, what R&B is. So now, who's at the forefront of that? You tell me. I want to ask you a question.
Nah, to be honest with you, it's Kendrick. It feels like he took the top spot.
But would you advise an artist that you're grooming or someone that man, go make a not like us?
Yeah, and let me tell you why.
Sonically.
Okay, so the one thing I think so when you think about the West Coast, as much as we visited, it didn't really have a huge imprint on the totality of hip hop, right? You mean what I mean by that is it's like because the West Coast is put like this. They mean more than the artists they have, right? Because it's like everybody want to be on the West Coast, but when you really look at it, it's like Ice Cube and Dre and them been around since the 80s, right? So then you go Snoop 90s, right? Then you add The Game. Right, then you add YG, you add Kendrick, but it's more like the Avengers than it is an entire universe of them. Like in Atlanta, you got Baby, 21, 2 Chainz, Future. You can name 50 rappers in Atlanta. You can't name 50 rappers from LA that are. Hear me out. Let me finish. 50 rappers from LA who are national, right? That's why I like what Kendrick did with the GNX album, because he put a spotlight. Because in Atlanta and New York, if you underground, you still got the East Coast and you still got the South, but the West is so far away that if you underground, it's not enough underground to reach Atlanta, to reach New York. It might reach Texas like Master P and them did, but it ain't gonna reach that. That's why I'm like, so when I was thinking about them, not like us, I'm like, damn, like Kendrick created a new sound for the West Coast, and now there's a chance for artists to take that sound, because now it could be their signature. Like the boom bap was the East Coast signature, and the 808s was the South signature. So I feel like Night Like Us can become the sound. The way he got I like the music, he got the 80s sound. It's like he gave the West to me direction that I didn't think it had.
Is there enough artists that people fuck with all around the world and in the US that can take that sound and run with it? I don't think that when Mustard does no math beat, Tim Babbitt, that ain't not like us. Nah. He went and did that. It's still a Mustard production. You know what I'm saying? He don't send the same beat pack to A Boogie that he sent to Kendrick Lamar.
I see what you're saying.
He don't send the same beat pack to Quavo that he sent to Kendrick. So at the same token, it's like, unless the West Coast, it's gonna be a moment, and I'm open to it as well, because I'm a chameleon. I adapt, nigga. You look up
that's where I was going.
West Coast shit this year. Unless the West Coast is going to go to the forefront and just go, and it's gonna be like how Dre, Snoop, like they had the rings. I just don't think that you can overcome Atlanta.
But see, what I was thinking is this: how I looked at it was.
Now check this out.
I don't like none of it.
You heard what he said. I'm a chameleon. Basically, I'm gonna jump on whatever wave it is.
I definitely
That's all he said to me, Shawty.
Listen to me. Dre, we've been alive for this.
Yeah.
We've been around for this. When Dre and Snoop, Chronic hit 92.
Yeah.
The Chronic got big, but it wasn't the sound.
No.
That didn't change what they was doing in New York.
No.
Luke and them in Miami didn't say, hey, let's go make Nothing But a G thing. Let's go make this the standard now. Nobody has ever.
Hey, what nigga would say, I want the West Coast to get big because I ain't doing number West Coast beat this year? What nigga say that lame ass shit? What nigga say that, shawty?
That's gotta be one of the worst.
These niggas a fucking swagger jacker. Like niggas like that, shawty.
Period.
This and it's swarming, the industry is swarming with these type of niggas, shawty.
Yeah, it is.
Ain't got no flavor, ain't got no direction. You just looking for another nigga. He basically just saying, "Hey man, who we look to damn tell us what to do now."
Facts.
That's all he fucking says.
Not only that, I'm gonna give you one even better. Hitmaka, what's your sound?
Exactly. What is your sound?
What's your sound? Listen. Metro Boomin makes Metro Boomin beats. Timbaland makes Timbaland beats.
Yes.
Pharrell makes Pharrell beats. Alchemist stuff. Dre do Dre stuff. When Kanye do his own beats, like when he all by himself, you can tell when it's a Kanye. You can tell when Kanye did something by himself.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, Kanye do something by himself, you like, oh yeah, I can tell that's Kanye. Where's your sound, bro?
That's what I'm saying, shawty.
Is all you gonna do is sample 2000s pop hits and rap songs and all that and put it in, okay, we can let some, now the standard's gone. What am I gonna do now? Where's your creativity? You a whole producer, bro.
Yeah.
You a whole, you let's keep it a buck. Producers are the real creators.
Yeah.
I never forget Swiss Beats explain how he does everything, right? Swiss Beats says he make a beat, he craft a whole song. When he goes into the studio with whatever artist he's working with, all he's telling them is, hey, you rap like this part. Rap like this at this part. If you want to add to this right here, this is what it's got to sound like. He has the song crafted. The artist just got to write their lyrics and put them in and insert them, yada, yada.
Yeah.
I've heard people say Swiss Beat one of the easiest people to work with. Because he has it mapped out for you. But you know it's a Swiss Beats record. He created that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
DMX had a whole sound because of Swiss Beats, and there was another guy that he's produced with, I'm forgetting his name, but there's another guy he's produced with DMX that gave that raw sound that DMX had when he came out. That even them two niggas from New York, DMX's sound was different from Jay-Z's sound.
Yeah, but that just like Atlanta wouldn't be what it was without the producers, without Zaytoven, without motherfucking 808 Mafia, without damn
Mike Will,
Southside, Mike Will, all these niggas, Plenty Digital, damn, that's why Atlanta was. That's why niggas run down here, shawty.
Yeah,
they don't run down here they run down here to get verses from the rappers and shit like that. But they run down here to get the sound from the fucking producers.
Yeah,
to get that Atlanta sound. You know what I'm saying?
You go get. I remember when Jay-Z had to get the DJ Toomp beat.
Yeah,
when he did the American Gangster album.
Yeah,
he got two of them guys. He was like, "Hey, I need that."
And them two beat that Toomp gave that nigga was hard as fuck, man.
Matter of fact, I give you one even better. My favorite Kanye song ain't even produced by Kanye.
That's what I'm saying.
By DJ Toomp.
DJ Toomp. That's what I'm saying.
Can't tell me nothing. It's a Toomp beat.
But he had to get the Toomp. He had to get the Toomp sound to get the style, to get the street style.
Right.
That's the only reason he got the street style is because he had to put the Jesus shit on top of it. That's what I'm saying, Shaw. Like, that's why I never seen Young Bird as a top producer to me, Shaw.
Not now.
He never been a top producer to me.
Yeah, because the only beat he's ever made that I was a big fan of was that It's Hard to that Dirk and King Von. It's a Dirk and King Von song, and it's an original beat. It's no, as far as I can tell, ain't no sample. But other than that, some of the songs he was giving people or making people, you hear Hitmaka, I'm like, this nigga sampling like it was so cookie cutter microwave.
Like, it's so easy to do, shawty.
Yeah, I'm like, anybody could have did that. Like, but now with that interview, he just showed his creativity.
But I've been saying that shit. That's why I was saying, like, now and it's a lot of these niggas. Now that Drake is knocked down a notch, and now niggas don't want to hear that shit that Drake was doing. And then let's cut down and see what Drake was doing. Drake wasn't doing them motherfucking. Kendrick called the whole play.
He did.
He wasn't doing them, but damn going to Atlanta, getting all the flavor and sauce. Go to this place and get all the flavor and sauce. Go to Houston and get the flavor and the sauce. You over in the UK getting all the flavor and sauce. You in the Caribbean doing the Jamaican shit. Like, come on, y'all niggas, man. And it's just like,
and Hitmaka just proved that's what he was cool with. Yeah, that's what we need to be doing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
He said he don't sound like no Toronto. He sound like the world.
Hold on. Why don't he sound like Toronto?
That's what I'm saying. What is Toronto sound?
Toronto. What does Toronto sound like?
That's what I'm saying. How can you not sound like where you from?
I heard of Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez from Canada.
Tory Lanez another one.
I'm not sure if he's from Toronto, but I know he's from Canada. I'm assuming he's from Toronto.
Yeah, I think he's from Toronto.
You know where I heard Tory Lanez on first? A Trina album.
Yeah.
Trina was the first person I heard first place I heard Tory Lanez. He did some stuff on, and the song was hard too. Like, it was actually a dope Trina song he did. That was the first time I heard Tory Lanez.
But Tory Lanez another one. Like, he just take nigga style. That's all he do.
Yeah, but that's all
them niggas do, man.
Yeah, this is where we going. What is the Toronto? How come there isn't no Toronto sound?
Because the head. That's why I said I'm so tired of this head, man. Like,
yeah,
like you not even the biggest nigga in Toronto.
What's the Cardinal Official?
Yeah, he
did dance off.
Yeah, he was doing the Jamaican shit,
and he from Toronto.
Yeah.
You know what I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Drake don't have a sound. He sound like the world. No. How come he don't sound like Toronto?
Yeah, like that's another way of saying he sound like everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he's saying. Mm-hmm. Like the music, the rappers, they sound like everybody. Like everybody sound like nigga. Like they don't. You don't get creative doing no shit like that. You sound like everybody else.
And maybe. Just to make y'all feel a little better, who think we on some hating shit, whatever. Just to make y'all feel better. You gotta.
Who we hating on, Young Bird?
We came. We don't give a fuck, but we came up with Outkast.
Yeah.
We came up, and me personally, I give you a producer who I used to love, and he only worked with this damn group, DJ Unique with Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody. I listened to from when I first started listening to hip hop up to now. Everybody's different.
Shawty,
that's what I love about it.
Shawty, listen, prime example. Lonzo Ball brother, what his name? Jello Ball. They must serve in the corner. Whoa.
Yeah.
Shawty, this nigga from California somewhere.
He from Cali. That nigga made a Nelly record.
You sound like a Nelly. You sound like it's a Nelly beat.
That nigga made a Nelly record, bro.
This nigga sound. I'm talking about he got a southern like accent type shit, the singing type shit, but he got the Nelly kind of flow.
Yeah,
and it's just like, what the fuck is going on, Sean? I ain't saying because you from the West Coast, you gotta sound like the West Coast or something like that.
No. That, and I don't want to get that misconstrued what we're saying. We're not saying you have to sound like this, that, and the third. We're just getting on the cookie cutter mentality.
Yeah.
We're critiquing a cookie cutter mentality, microwave music that one of the quote unquote top producers is talking about. This is what this Hitmaka has made. If you run down his catalog, you're gonna know most of the songs he's done. Mm-hmm. They've been on the radio.
Yeah.
None of them probably that memorable, but they've been on the radio. This guy's saying one guy made a standard that everybody should be following. That just sounds
crazy, man.
That just sounds
that shit is that's crazy, man. Like that show you that's commercialized shit to say, Sean. That's the most commercial shit I ever heard in my life, Sean, to say.
Exactly. You know why? That's what pop music does.
Yeah.
That's what
exactly.
Pop music has always done that. Always. Because I remember when because I listen to a lot of 80s stuff too. I listen to a lot of 80s music. Not just 80s hip hop, but 80s pop, 80s 80s dance music, 80s R&B. I listen to a lot of 80s stuff.
Yeah.
There was a time that Whitney and Prince was already a rock star, so it's kind of hard. I can't put Prince in it. But Whitney, Michael, and Janet had to have rock songs on their album. Because at the time, rock was going pop.
Yeah.
A lot of rock acts didn't like that.
Yeah.
The same way a lot of hip hop fans don't like what's pop, because we see what's happening. Look what's happening with rock music. Rock music is damn near underground right now.
Yeah.
Like unless you just love the genre, you follow it. Rock music is damn near underground. Yeah. And I'm talking like genuine rock, heavy metal, all that stuff.
Rock and roll,
rock, I'm talking about the heavy metal stuff. Like, that's almost a underground music right now. That was a mainstream sound throughout the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. It was a mainstream thing. Like a rock album was a big deal.
Yeah.
But I remember Michael Jackson had a rock song on. He did Beat It is a rock song, whether y'all know it.
Rock song.
Dirty Diana is a rock song. I don't y'all can call it it's Michael Jackson. No, that's a rock song. Don't
that's a rock song. You had to bring them elements in there, motherfuckers, y'all.
Janet Jackson did a song called Black Cat. That's a rock song. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of artists, a lot of black artists were doing it just because that's the thing that pop music made them do.
Yeah.
Pop music told them, hey, you got to have a rock song on this album because
that's popular music, though.
Popular music. Same thing has happened with hip hop. Look how much Taylor Swift has changed her sound to an extent.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift was a country artist. Yeah. And then she flowed into pop. Yeah. Pop music has elements of all genres in it. You could pretty much take a bit from hip hop. You could take a bit from rock. You could take a bit from dance hall. You can
country, all that shit.
Everything. You can take all of it, lump it into one thing, and that's what pop music is.
Anything that's popular. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's just like you saying like in the 80s. Like you said in the 80s. Yeah. I remember a time in the 80s when all them like them old like rock and roll, and they tried to do a rap. You know what I'm saying? They tried to Freddy with the Politics fan. Just like
Blondie did it. Aerosmith did it.
And nigga was looking at this shit like, I remember them niggas back then were like, that shit corny as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because to them back then, even though I think Blondie and Aerosmith had a little more respect for it, it was almost a joke because you remember like the Chicago Bears did a rap song.
The LA Rams did a song.
Everybody, it was a funny thing to do. Like, let's do a rap song. Like,
it was like a little gimmicky shit, like a little shit. I remember back then they were just like, that shit ain't gonna last no more than 5 years, so we're gonna do a little rapping.
Yeah, little did they.
It's the same shit,
same thing.
But it's the same thing though, shot. It's just like the pop element that Drake gave them folk. I guess they kind of like rubbed off on, and I guess he's speaking from a pop standpoint, like, hey man, this is how the industry should be going. We need to be going this way, so everybody can get into it and all that shit. But that's not really hip hop. That's pop.
That's pop.
It's pop, Charlie. You talking about pop? That's all you saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the next wave gonna be country. I think country's gonna Country's gonna be the big number one genre.
That's what I told my mom. I said whether people like it or not. I don't know how long Jay-Z is gonna have the reign to pick, or Rock Nation, whoever his group to pick the halftime show.
Yeah.
I don't know how long he's gonna have it. Eventually, whether he likes it or not, whether the group like it or not, they're going to have to go outside of hip hop eventually, because if this is, I agree. I think it should go country. And,
we don't have enough stars.
We don't have enough stars. We just don't. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not going to take the obvious of a Taylor Swift, Drake, again, I don't think they're going to let Chris Brown do it, even though I think he should. Because that man got a catalog out this world, but we ain't going to do it. And Travis Scott, outside of them 4 people, The Weeknd's already done it. Everybody else has already done it.
Mm-hmm.
Bruno's done it. Beyonce's done it. Now Kendrick has done it. Like, unless you're going to do some kind of medley with multiple stars like we just talked about, like you mentioned before, you're going to have to go country.
Yeah.
You're just going to have to, because those are that's the only genre still making big stars. Because the pop stars that are coming out, like the girl that just won, she beat out Taylor Swift and shit. I forget her name. They're not big enough yet. They don't have the catalog yet. These a lot of these new pop stars got 1 or 2 albums that only a certain demographic knows. You know what I'm saying?
And they don't give these niggas enough time to get the catalog no more, shout. Like these niggas right now, shout. If you got a hit, they gonna squeeze that motherfucker. Cause they ain't no bread coming in the music like that no more. So if you got one hit, it ain't no more years where a nigga can have one hit, get this album off, take 2 years off, come back with a new sound and drop a new song and shit like that, and try to work that little move and get new fans. That shit over with, man.
That shit done, son.
You gotta have a hit. If you ain't got no hits,
that's it.
You got that one hit everybody fucking with on TikTok. We're gonna squeeze till your ass can't fucking squeeze no more.
Life out of it. And then I'll say this too. And as much as I have respect for the new wave of women in hip hop, you can't put that on stage.
Yeah, and look at it though. That whole little shit, that shit died down a little bit too.
Oh, it did. Because with I'll say the conservatives had a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
Because after Cardi and Meg performed WAP at the Grammys, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it won a Grammy. I'm not sure. Don't know. Yeah. But I know they performed it. A lot of people did not like it. But it was not received well outside of the hip hop community or people that were just cool with it. That was not. But see, people don't. You know what I'm saying?
But that one made it so hip hop.
Yeah.
That people didn't like the shit. So people started like the what they call the shit, the counterculture. Them niggas were like, okay, yeah, we fucking with it then.
Right.
Like the women were just like, shit, oh, y'all don't like it? We love that shit. We fucking with it.
It was a liberal thing.
Yeah, and it was just like, nigga, okay, y'all don't like the shit. We love it. We rocking with it. You know what I'm saying?
It was a real liberal thing, but I think as time has gone along, even women are sitting back looking at, you know, the Glorillas, the Lottos, Meg, Sexy Red. I always want to say Sexy Red damn near ruined it. But
yeah, I think
no disrespect to her. I'm not saying she's wrong for being who she is. I'm just saying Sexy Red is so far left with it that I think people were just like, all right, I don't want to see it.
But even with Sexy Red, they're trying to find a new way to shock people now.
Yeah.
Because you came out shocking people like, oh my God, this shit is just...
I mean, the closest we seen to that before this wave was like Lil' Kim. And
nah, you remember like when City Girl came out. When City Girl came out, everybody like, oh shit, man, this girl talking about, I'm just fucking for money like that. And then Shawty took it to another level when she came out.
Yeah, City Girls never went.
No, they were kind of like they were bringing back that ratchet shit.
Yeah, they did, but it never, what I would argue, Sexy Red and Glorilla had bigger hits.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like when City Girl came out, City Girl down started the rap.
Yeah.
When Sexy Red came out, she dropped that shit to the bottom. Like, nigga, we nasty. This shit is, I ain't got no talent. Like, I'm just disgusting with this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
It's out of hand. Like that.
You can't get no more nasty than that. Like they've been trying to get nastier than that, but it's just like,
I've seen a couple artists who are worse than that, and
yeah, but it's at this point it's just like
it's not.
It ain't hitting no more, Shawty.
Yeah, and that's similar to what Young Bird was talking about. Like these women felt like, oh, we see the wave, we just gonna follow the wave.
Exactly.
I would tell some of these young women, hey, don't do that. Because
and the record label would try. The record label like, okay, that's the way. Okay, let's get us some female rappers and we gonna make them ratchet and we gonna.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
What they did was Sexy Red and Sexy Red just got hot off the internet. That wasn't no label. Yeah. No label did that. That was just
it was the people. It was the people. That's what I'm saying. The people made her hot because it was just like, oh, y'all don't like this shit. This shit make y'all uncomfortable.
Right.
That's why Playboy Cardi so big. That's another nigga that's huge. That nigga don't acknowledge him as being the superstar that he is. The nigga is huge. Shawty, you don't understand how big Playboy Cardi is.
Oh, I know.
This nigga is humongous, Shawty. Because no academic, Shawty.
Yeah, because every time I see these hip hop spaces, somebody mentioned Playboy Cardi.
Yeah, home big, no academic.
Every single time. I'm talking about up there with the names of Drake.
Yes.
Travis Scott. I'll see somebody say, man, we waiting on that Playboy Cardi. I'm like, God dang, like.
But I'm talking about like them niggas say home, he bigger than them niggas.
Mm-hmm.
No academic. He say home, nigga like, hey boy, home is huge. Like as far as like the kids and the people, anybody under anybody under 21.
Yeah. He has the same fan base. I don't want to make a bad comparison. It's tough to say, but his fan base is, of course, they're young, but because you don't hear him enough for people to understand how big he is, if that makes sense. Because he had a wave for a minute, and then because I can't say he's an underground artist no more.
No,
he's not.
Because this nigga, he on tour with The Weeknd. They doing stadiums.
Yeah, because they got that song out. Yeah.
They're doing stadiums, like not arenas, stadiums.
Yeah, that's a big.
So this not an underground artist, y'all.
No. Like, everybody know who he is.
You know what I'm saying? So I hear niggas say he an underground artist, and I'm like, shawty, he can't do a fucking stadium and be an underground artist, shawty.
No, he's not underground. I think he has a following that's.
Yeah, he got a cult following. That's what it is.
Cult following. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
It's a cult following that. I think it could low key rival Travis Scott's cult following.
Oh man, I think he bigger than Travis Scott.
Because people always wonder how come Travis Scott has a cult following.
A cult following, and
I think a lot of times people get those two confused with it just being straight hip hop. It's like, nah, there's those I call them the new emo kids.
Yeah.
They the new emo kids. And that's not a particular race. That's what I mean.
But it's hard to label them niggas because we so far away from that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like
we older, like we so far away from them niggas, we don't understand that shit.
Yeah, it's different. So, but again, if people had an issue with Kendrick, you put a Travis Scott or Playboy, you gonna get the same effect. And it might be worse.
Then nigga Carter got a song, and I'm Carter. I like Carter when he old shit.
Yeah.
Cause he from the city. I fuck with him cause he from the city and shit like that. But he got a song called What, Shawty? Yeah. The whole song, the nigga saying what? It just like Shawty. And I can just see the old hip hop heads, them niggas who want bars and I can see them niggas just looking at this shit like, Shawty, what the fuck is this, man?
But you know why we resonated with it so well, or why we deal with stuff like that? Because of Lil Jon. That's
what I'm saying, and I know why he doing it to get people mad.
Yeah.
He doing it just to get niggas mad, Shawty.
That's Kilo Ali. That's Raheem the Dream. That's Playa Poncho. That's
like we
so used to that down here. Like
we were jamming we were jumping around to Who You With and all that shit, throwing bowls and shit. Hey, man, I know the hip hop. I don't know what they call it. Hip hop critics and shit. Man, what the fuck them niggas doing now? The same shit.
Yeah.
Home just get on them motherfuckers and just what? Yeah. What? The whole song, Sean. Get my money up. Getting the money up. What? Yeah. What? The whole song, Sean. It don't change, Sean. It don't change.
That's
it ain't
funny.
No hook. Yeah, it ain't no hook. It ain't no.
That's funny. It ain't. I fuck with it.
But that's what I'm saying. I fuck with it because I know what it's about.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just kids, y'all. You know. When you at that age, you just like, nigga, I'm just trying to fuck with y'all, man.
But that's the point I try to make with people too. When we had these debates and had these conversations about hip hop, it just keeps happening because the same thing happened with my favorite group when 3 6 came out.
Yeah.
When 3 6, I was like, man, what the hell? And it was the name first.
Yeah.
Even my mama was looking at it like.
You know what I'm saying? That shit scared me, home. When I first heard that shit, I was like, man, hell no.
They were so crazy. Even people people our age was like,
yeah, I didn't fuck with it. I didn't fuck with it, y'all, because
and I get it.
Because I came up out 8 Ball MJG. If you talking about Memphis, like niggas, they from Memphis. Okay,
they did player shit. Yeah.
My head, my automatic, my head goes to 8 Ball MJG.
Right.
So automatically, I think you gotta sound something like them. Then before I even heard them niggas.
Right.
I'm like, shit. Okay, from Memphis. Okay, nigga, like they sound like Ball and G. Nigga, like, nah, hell no, they sound like them. You got a head shot. I'm like, then I heard that shit. I'm like,
it was crazy.
Like I remember Slob with My Nug when Slob with My Nug came out, right? and just think about how people think about Slob with My Nug now. They think this shit like, but that shit was revolutionary. And I'm like, man, when this shit first came out, y'all niggas wasn't saying this shit. Y'all niggas were not saying this shit.
It was a joke.
Yeah, it was like a party song. Nigga play this shit at the party. That's it.
Yeah, when you would play it was a joke. It'd be like, it was a joke. It wasn't until we all got older. Now it's considered classic. You because of the music now.
Yeah,
you can take that song and play it in the club.
Yeah,
and it won't be a problem. But even back then, when it came out, you could not play that song in the club, Sean. It wasn't. No. It was not. You could not play that song. Hell, we know what happened with Teddy Club. But to go to your point with 8 Ball MJG, I think that's why Project Pat got so big. Because Pat took the 3 6 sound, but was rapping, doing similar talk like 8 Ball MJG, and that's why Pat
made it more like listenable. Like nigga can listen to that shit.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm
saying? And Pat was so crazy with that, man. By the way, I heard about this. I think we spoke about his son.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, man.
Whole family. I know that happened in college, but rest in peace, Pat, Project Pat's son. That was Crazy.
Another legend that don't get his prop that he should get, but
look.
You know what I'm saying?
Even Drake had to recognize how great Pat was.
Like
he done put Pat on a couple things.
He had to. Like
yeah.
Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Like Drake, he good with that. He good with that. Oh man, I'm gonna do this and I'm how he
It's very strategic. Don't think it ain't.
That shit. All right, man. Whatever, man. But
yeah, to go back to the major point, if this is how the new generation or the front runners or the leaders of hip hop right now, if that's how all these guys feel, the same way Hitmaka feel, these next few years ain't gonna be good. If you can't, to me, and I peeped this. Right, this was when the battle was going on. So this was last year, when it was basically it was over. Everybody was like, "All right, Kendrick won." The first thing I saw, maybe like weeks after that, this before the Pop Out concert, all that, leading up to the Pop Out concert, it was a bunch of people like, "Oh, so is Kendrick gonna be the guy now?" And I'm sitting, and it was so confusing.
I hate that. I done seen that a couple times too, and I hate that shit.
I'm confused. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, why?
What is he talking about, man?
Like, you discredited not just Drake, not just Cole. You discredited all the other rappers. What do you mean the guy?
But see, that's that. And I ain't trying to bash on New York, but that's that. What they call that shit? That's the editorial. That's that reporter niggas writing on music type shit. Like that's where this one man got to be like it's a kingdom or something. Like the kingdom, he got the crown. Like I remember when they used to Jay-Z had the crown, and Jay-Z was the king of rap, and it's just like shouted. I listen to so many niggas. Like I listen to Jay-Z too, but I listen to so many niggas shouted.
Because I think at one time the king of that's interesting you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because the King of New York thing, I remember when Biggie had it, he was King of New York when Big, and then he passed, and then it was like up in the air. He had Nas, Jay-Z, DMX, all that, and they fought for that crown. But because New York was considered, and it is the Mecca of hip hop, but it was almost like, okay, whoever was King of New York was King of hip hop.
But that's
but that was the 90s though. But you see what I'm saying? That was back then. That's not now. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying, for us growing up in Atlanta, in the South, I never thought that shit.
No. I'm talking about, like you said, from almost like from a journalism standpoint, where they would write something, and then whatever was on XXL, The Source, Vibe magazine, whatever was on those magazines, that was hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, everybody from the South was trying to get in Source, get on XXL and all that. Well, really the Source. When XXL came along, they kind of expanded more than what the Source was on, but each on. The Source still had its appeal nationwide or whatever. But that was a title they would give. It was almost like whoever that guy was in New York, he was the guy across the masses. What they didn't know, because remember, a lot of those people that was writing that stuff, they were only paying attention to New York. It wasn't until the South, like when 3 Stacks got up there, hey, the South got something to say.
Yeah, and P down just,
and it was Master P.
Yeah, when P,
when P,
cause see, you remember, this is how I used to dictate what was hot.
Yeah,
I used to dictate what was hot for what my friends and shit were listening to.
Of course.
What when you ride down the street, who was playing this shit in their car?
Right, but
you know what I'm saying?
I understand where you coming from, but that's not what back then. That's not what they were doing. The people that were writing these magazines, they were like, all right, Jay-Z is doing it in New York, so he's the king everywhere else. And it wasn't until, as much as I love Outkast, and as dope as they were, they didn't, they were big to us, and they were, and it wasn't until they hit what I say Aquemini and Stankonia was when they was like, oh, okay, these niggas out here, like they really, But when Master P came out, damn near just like he just started flooding the
flooding this shit. Yeah.
The way he went about it was so different than the industry standard. Priority, I think No Limit was on the priority. Priority was like, man, look, we'll give you this. What you got? And he was like, man, I got this. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna get. Hey, yeah, we just gonna put out this album. Oh yeah, well, Silk Shock got an album ready to go. Well, that okay, we'll put it out. We can put it out in a couple. No. We can put it out next month. Because then in 2 months, me and X got a project. Whoa. Who was that? And then, well, I got a Soulja Slim. I got Moby Dick.
Got all these. Got C Murder. I got
C Murder.
We got a group.
I got Magic.
I got a group. I got a group with me and my 3 brothers.
Yeah.
And then all 3 of us solo rappers. We got solo album coming out. Then me and X got an album. Then me and Servon got an album. Then damn motherfucking. And it's just like.
And then after we do that, me and X got another one ready to go.
Yeah. Right? Then we got another group called motherfucking this. You know what I'm saying? And it just like
it just got to the point where the industry was looking at this dude like, I remember Dame Dash and them saying, we didn't even know you could do that.
But a nigga, but you gotta think. And then, that's what I'm saying, when we were coming up, it was just like
it was normal to us though.
Them niggas were like, you were looking at this shit like, okay, this is what the street listening to.
Right.
Why this shit ain't in the magazine? That's what I used to always think. I used to like, okay,
true.
Why in the fuck P ain't in the magazine?
Right.
And this the only thing niggas listening to down here.
That was it.
That's the only thing niggas listening to. Like all them albums that them niggas covering up there, nobody ain't listen to that shit down here.
Nah.
Nobody ain't listening.
Nah.
Niggas listen to P, shawty.
It's still there were artists from 90s New York that I didn't know about until they were gone.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I remember when Kanye came out, Kanye would sample a lot of stuff from old New York, and then you just watch stuff and somebody be like, oh yeah, I used to listen to this new, from New York, yada yada, and I was like, yeah, I must have missed that train because we was, the furthest, I was a Biggie fan when Jay-Z got Howard J, but like I said, we down here, we was, when we would listen to stuff outside the South, it was like Crucial Conflict and Bone Thugs and Harmony. And we would do the West Coast, but there was so much stuff down here already with P and then Cash Money K and UGK and 8 Ball NJG and then 3 6.
It was so many, shawty.
You had so much stuff. We ain't even speaking on Houston.
That's what I'm saying.
Houston,
Texas, you got everywhere, shawty.
And then even when you went out the West Coast, we thinking about LA. People forget about a lot of people down here would listen to the Bay Area. Man, E40 one of my favorite rappers, shawty.
Too Short, that's what I'm saying.
Looney's got one of the greatest hip hop songs ever made.
Yeah, like
we ain't even gotta talk about it. But it was different. But I don't think there was a time where stuff was so biased. Yeah, we're looking at it a certain way, but up there everything was about what was going on up here.
Yeah.
It had it for so long, you know what I'm saying? So
and they had the radio. And there was another thing about listening to the radio.
Yeah.
Like a lot of time when we got CDs and shit like that, a nigga say, hey boy, you heard this shit, pop it in.
Yeah.
CD niggas like, oh, this shit hard. You know what I'm saying? Like the first time I heard Cash Money, when I first heard Big Time, a niggas played that shit. Put in the little boom box we had in the hood, walking around with the boom box, put that shit in. But these niggas snapping.
Yeah.
Same thing with Pastor Troy. Hey boy, this shit hard. Put that shit in.
Listen, I ain't never heard a song hit like Pastor Troy.
Yeah, like mouth to mouth.
That was, I mean, and that was
word for word.
That wasn't even a record label that did that. That was him.
Yeah,
that was him. Like it was like, who is? That nigga took over the city with that shit, man.
And they word of mouth. Nigga just, hey boy, you heard the nigga named Pastor Troy, by home snapping, boy.
That was a CD with his picture, one piece of paper, and a red CD in it.
That's it. Pop it in. Pop it in. Like
I know he probably still rich off of that. But
But that's what I think rap gonna get to. It gonna get back to that. It gonna get back to, hey, boy, you heard this nigga? But check him out, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because when the music, when the money go, when all that big pop dollars go get away from the rap,
that's all we're gonna have left.
We talked about this shit earlier. We talked about this shit in another part. Yeah. Now it gonna be the people that really want to make music.
Yeah.
It ain't no niggas there. I'm finna get me a bag, man. Fuck this shit, man. I'm finna go get me a sack.
That's something we ain't talked about.
That's
the people making music.
Yeah.
That are not artists.
Yeah, and that's. But I say that's. Shit, I say that's 75% of the rap industry.
75-80% of the game right now.
Hell yeah, that's 75-80% of the game, son.
Women included.
Everybody. Producers, and label people. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people who are making music that are not artists.
They can care less about music.
They can care less about it.
They don't give a fuck about this shit.
They ain't making music no more.
Hell yeah. Don't care nothing about this shit.
No.
Cause I seen the nigga on Instagram the other day. That's why I said country. I seen the nigga on Instagram, nigga named God, what? I'm gonna send him to you, shawty. Nigga with a red beard. He doing country music, but he a black nigga. That shit is so fucking hard, shawty. The way he doing it, nigga is hard. Boy, I said, what?
Black dudes that's like, there's even like a new. It's some hood dudes doing heavy metal music.
Yeah. I seen them niggas too.
I say, hey.
But I like that. I like that we damn expanding and going doing different shit, shot.
Right. As like
cause all this shit ours anyway. Keeping it real. We made all these genres of music, man. Get out of here with all that, man.
Yeah. Keep it a book.
We created all this shit. So it's just like I like that because now you get the young niggas, you probably come up. You 13, because you know you 13, 12, 11. That's when you
start formulating,
finding your way. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So now you can. Cause I seen a group that sound like Blink 182.
Okay.
Black niggas, all black.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah. I say I like that shit because now you got these young niggas who, okay, he really wasn't fucking with the rap like that.
Right.
She didn't gravitate to him like that.
Right.
So now he can get with these boys like, okay, this is my lane.
Right.
Let me get in this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
And I think eventually that'll help also the problem we have in the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's getting old too.
Mm-hmm. It's been old. That shit been old.
I think with all the senseless killing and stuff, I think even the kids are like, all right, bro, this is a lot.
Yeah. I feel like we the only people that late to the party, y'all.
Absolutely.
We the only nigga that late to the party. I think everybody else know that shit is so. Ain't no money in the street. They keep it real. Ain't no money in it. Niggas ain't trapping like that no more, man.
No, people.
What you trapping?
Everybody got ops.
When they legalize weed,
that was
when the government legalize weed finally and make that shit just legalize around the country, what niggas gonna do?
Yeah, cause that hard drug, niggas ain't gonna last on that.
It's over. Yeah, them pills and shit like that.
Niggas don't last on that. So
like, and then you know, you getting that shit from the pharmaceutical people. They the real plug. Yeah, they the real plug. Like, so it's just like who you getting it from? You feel what I'm saying? The cartels already got the damn drop on the cocaine and shit.
Right. Yeah.
Cartel like, hey, fuck it. Like we gonna pump this shit ourselves.
Yeah. So we'll see, man. That's I'm excited for hip hop, but at the same time, it's just like if it's gonna continue where it's been going, it's not gonna look good. So
I just think I'm looking on the bright side, man. I'm looking at it now like just like I've been saying this shit. Now you gotta really go out and actually listen to music.
Yeah.
A nigga ain't telling you what to listen to no more.
No, and that's been gone, but it's gonna be more so now. Yeah, it's gonna be more so.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
for the young people, because now you can actually find your artist that you like, and listen to that shit.
Yeah,
you ain't gotta get to well, Drake, this the only person there, so I gotta listen. No, man, you listen to what you want to listen to, man.
Yeah. And that's what it should be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be one side. Hip hop has never been. It should never be one size fits all.
It should never be like that, man. So, hey, man, listen.
It's been real, man. This is a real hip hop conversation right here.
Yeah, we had to have this talk, man. I'm glad we did, man. I'm glad we had this talk for real, cause she need to be talked about, man, for real. So
we're gonna get into some sports tomorrow.
Don't say we ain't won, y'all ass. And don't say we ain't won when this shit happening. We talk about the country shit and we talk about all this shit. Just know where you heard it first, man.
Shabuzi don't come out of nowhere.
Exactly. You gonna get more Shabuzis.
You
get more than cause these niggas making them that shit, man.
It is what it is.
Shabuzi hard, man. So, but yeah, man. Been another episode, man. We'll holler at y'all. Sports. You already know what time it is.
We appreciate the love.
And be easy, man. Yes, sir.
Whether you like it or don't like it, learn to love it because it's the best thing going today.